interest.
Shut up, Burgess.
Yeah, right. Hey, he's called Huge Phallus.
Just right. I think on a normal day I'd go for Belgium.
Chris Waddle.
Yeah, right. Burnley.
Emphasising again the FIFA edict.
He said he dicked.
Yeah, right. He dipped.
And that's going to be a card, and the red is out. The red is out by Hugh Dallas. The Scottish referee has sent Pardo off after 28 minutes.
That sucks.
Welcome to Fantasy World Cup Live.
Later on, we'll be recreating a great World Cup moment with the fabulous Eusebio.
And we'll be saying a big hello to David Peckham.
Hello, I'm David.
No, we've dropped him.
Yeah, we have dropped him, yeah, obviously. But he was called David Peckham. There he is. There's David Peckham. And as you can see, while he was in the photo booth, David had a stroke.
You can't say. It's called David Peter Peckham, which is like the old Peter Peckham picture. Anyway.
Good news about Eusebio.
Yeah, we've got the real Eusebio.
He's on the show.
After, which is brilliant. When I was a kid at school, you used to have this song, right? You used to go, we all agree, Astle is better than Pelly, Bobby Hope is better than Eusebio, so why don't we go on the telly?
Good.
No, but I did go. I took their advice. I went on the telly.
Yeah, where are the rest of them?
They haven't turned up yet.
Oh, gosh. Anyway, let's get on. A few things first. We've noticed from watching the World Cup over the last couple of days. With all the controversy over refereeing decisions, a word of advice to officials. If you have become a bit unpopular with the crowd during the game, try not to look too pleased to see the police escort.
And Eurosport commentator Archie McPherson took time out from his commentary today to rehearse for his role as the new Darth Vader.
They're lacking guile, but certainly lacking nothing in spirit.
Archie, all right. And with the Colombian camp in disarray off the pitch, it's good to see that where it counts, their biggest stars have lost none of their old skills.
And thanks to Alan Hansen for giving us an insight into what Mark Overmars likes for breakfast.
So the Overmars, the first 15-20 minutes, he had croissant on toast.
So, we tried croissant on toast. Here it is. I'm going to give it a bit of a go.
It's very dry, isn't it?
It's too much bread.
Yeah, it's just bread.
What do you think, Stato?
Oh, yeah, that's definitely sure it's bread.
Have you had any faxes this week?
Well, I've had a story here. It's actually a programme sent to us by a Fulham fan. It's from the Milk Cup third-round second replay against Liverpool in November 1983. And he's drawing our attention to the Celebrity Spotlight page. There's a piece in it that says, I try to give Fulham as much priority as dates for work. On a typical Saturday, I'll have spent 2 to 3 hours in the advice centre, and I get through in better heart knowing I can lose myself in the game in the afternoon.
Who's that, then?
Big, some mad Fulham fan that was. Who was it?
Who was it?
Let's have a look.
Just a minute.
Just a minute.
But surely David Mellor is the biggest Chelsea fan in the history of Chelsea fans.
Doesn't make no sense.
We'll come back to that, I think.
Yeah.
Now, many of our 30-something viewers will remember Planet of the Apes. Spit it out.
Carry on. Do that again.
You've spat out croissant on toast. How horrible. Many of our 30-something viewers will remember Planet of the Apes, a very fine film which featured this character. Anyway, here's Fred Truman in another clip from Indoor League.
Well, the great thing about it, you know, Fred Truman, although he presented Indoor League, is a brilliant fast bowler. Fiery Fred took 307 wickets for England in Test cricket. Brilliant, right? He's the worst bar Skittles player in the world. Just have a look at Fred. Watch this. Go on, Fred.
Missed.
It's his point. Go on.
Another go.
Another go, Fred.
No, it's rubbish.
Rubbish.
Poor Fred. Oh, that'll be someone at the door.
That could be them Albion fans that's coming on the telly. It's Sylvia Christel and John Lyon.
Oh,
Didn't Arsenal do well tonight? Over Mars, it's Arsenal.
You brought us a present, Sylvia.
yes, you see this?
Oh.
It says
It's a Holland
Holland.
thing. Yeah.
Yes.
It is, in fact, a Dutch cap.
It is.
Sylvia Christel's given us a Dutch
That's
cap.
lovely. I'll wear that.
When will you wear that?
No, you know, you can give it back after the show.
I'll give it back
Okay.
after the show. Why not? Because I don't have any coat. If I gave you an England hat, I mean, when would you wear that, Sylvia?
But it was basically for the occasion.
No, it's a nice gift. I'm not being ungrateful. Don't give it for our dog to lie on.
No, but...
No.
You haven't got a dog?
No, and I'll get a small one.
Johnny.
Thanks anyway. Did you bring us
Sylvia.
anything, Johnny?
Yeah, did you bring us anything
We
at all?
got acquainted in the VIP room.
Did you?
Not that way, I'm married.
I know.
She's old.
It's going to be a fun night.
Me.
Sorry?
No, we got acquainted in the VIP room. May I say something like, because in the Dutch press, sometimes we heard rotten news about you. And so I was nicely surprised to find you a gentleman.
Well, it's,
That's a very beautiful television
Yeah.
moment,
yeah,
I
it's,
thought.
it's early. Yeah.
Gooner and a gentleman.
While we're talking about club football, even in a World Cup show, what do you think about David Mellor?
Because I'll
Being
tell
a-
you why, I don't give a damn about international football,
Don't you?
really, frankly. I
All
just
right, do you
care
wanna
about
piss off?
Arsenal. And I don't think... And I don't think that international football's all that interesting, actually, unless there's a lot of Arsenal in it.
Yeah, but when you watch England, John, I'm over here. When you watch England, you must get a bit fired up, do you? What the lads are
Only
doing well.
when there's enough Arsenal to make it sensible.
Okay.
Fair enough.
Well, you
Come on,
put
I
your
have to be
cards
a
on the
realist,
table.
you know. The reason...
Yeah.
Any Arsenal, always. Look, like England's team, right? I've always thought them being right poxy in international football, and it's always because of that Tottenham influence.
Well, being a West Brom fan, if I took your
Well, I
theory,
don't
I'd
mind a
never,
few
ever watch
Northerners in
England,
the
would I?
squad. That's all right.
Yeah. Anyway, let's move on, John.
let's move on.
You've laid your Arsenal credentials on the table. God bless you for supporting
All right,
them.
so can I
and
go home now?
You can if you really want to.
I've
we
been
don't want
paid
you to.
well
We
enough.
don't want you to, John. We don't want you to.
All right.
Now,
Come on in.
can I ask you a question? Did you see our David Mellor sketch last week? Because we've had a few
Yes, I
complaints.
did. It's a shame that it was faked. You should have actually done it for real. And now here's the thing, right? Seeing it, I thought you should have had a fan behind, because I mean that's when the shit hits the fan. When conservative, boring middle-class bastards like that interfere with football, it ain't football anymore.
Yes.
Don't like the Tory party. Go eat shit and die.
Well, it's interesting you say that.
And give
This
me
is
England.
so welcome to ITV,
And
ladies and
the
gentlemen.
only Tory... Tory I will tolerate at the moment is Mr. Clark.
Some people have tuned in here for
You've
Darwin
all gone
Bonson.
quiet.
It's all gone wrong, hasn't it?
I'm sorry, have I wrecked your script?
No.
I'll tell you what, to be fair, I used to spit at you, so it's all right if you come in and swear at me a bit. I didn't really, John.
Sylvia.
No, I want to find out this lot. I want to find out this lot.
You were the only three Birmingham fans I ever had, wasn't it? You and two other Wallies.
That's true. We loved you, John.
Oh, they
We
did.
bloody
They paid
did.
to get in.
We did. Anyway, did you know that David Miller, as we say, was a Fulham fan when he was the local MP for Fulham?
Well, what's he now? Probably Chelsea.
He's
isn't
Chelsea
it?
now, of course.
You see, that's typical Tory, and you know, like
Yeah,
you
but
had that other
whatever
Wally
he's
the
a Tory, or
librarian,
whatever
Prime
he is,
Minister,
man.
another Chelsea.
Can anyone do anything
What
worse?
must it be like to be a real Chelsea fan? To be a real Chelsea fan and have to tolerate Tories.
You promised not to talk about politics.
It's a
No politics.
political broadcast, or what? We don't want to hear that shit. It's a comedy show.
Frank, you want to talk shit? The Labour Party, they're shit.
Have you got a Japanese watch?
Hey, John, I thought you voted for both of them.
Listen to this.
I've got a Japanese watch. I want to play it for you.
You learn English.
Just
and
so our
rephrase
Japanese...
that.
Can you turn John's mic off? Just so our Japanese fans can tell that the show is live. This is the time in Japanese, right? Are you ready?
Yes.
There you are. And that included an apology to all British soldiers as well in that.
So, Sylvia, you're a Holland fan.
I'm
must be chuffed.
basically a fan of beautiful football.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. And I must say well, I liked the Nigerians.
You love to watch Arsenal play so
Okay, I love Arsenal. I love Arsenal.
Let Sylvia
right.
speak.
Killing our careers here, John. I built yours up. I bought
You've done a few
records.
erotic movies in your time.
For
so
what?
It must have been fun to watch a few Dutch caps.
No, but I was once engaged to an Englishman called McShane, and his father, Harry McShane, used to play for Manchester United. And don't make me nervous.
Dave.
That was Ian McShane, wasn't it?
Dave, tell us about Ruud Gullit.
All
He
right.
was Dutch.
He was Dutch. The thing about Ruud Gullit, right? It's all right for him to
Yes,
comment
he's
on
Dutch.
players in this World Cup, but when he was a World Cup player, he looked up a dog's arse.
I think it's something to do
Anyway.
with his hairdo.
There's a... I don't know if you read... You know the England players are banned from having sex until the end of the World Cup?
Yeah.
No, that was my
Well,
question.
I think it's very good that they don't have sex with each other before.
I don't know if they strictly are banned from
They can
with
do
each
whatever
other.
they like after, but they got to win something first.
That's fair enough.
They are bad. They
You
are.
know, it's medals, isn't it? You know.
David Beckham's actually got a wrist injury at the moment, which worries me.
Go shag Sheringham when you won the cup.
Yes.
Yes.
Well, interestingly enough, a bloke called...
Where are you reading this off? Anyway, it just so happens that we have an expert on football and sex.
Yes.
We've got him on a live satellite link.
It's Dr. Jack Weinberg from the Institute of Sexology who believes that sex is actually very good for footballers. After sex, the brain releases chemicals which make men feel good, so it actually improves their football.
Let's
so
go
can
on
we
to
go
Dr.
to Jack Weinberg now?
You there he is.
Do you actually... So, hello, Jack.
Yeah, good evening, gentlemen. Good evening, Frank. Good evening, David.
Hello. Tell us, do you actually think that sex is very good just before a football match?
Well, I'm not so sure just before, but I don't think there's any problem with having it on the day. I wouldn't think there's any problem with that at all. Depends what time the kick-off is, of course.
You're American, aren't you, Jack?
Yeah, that's right, yeah. From Bristol, Connecticut.
Right.
Okay.
And when did you stop off in Australia? When did that...
So, have you got a question? Dare I ask this? Have I guess got a question for Dr. Weinberg?
No.
Who's
So,
Dr. Weinberg?
Dr. Weinberg.
Yeah?
Oh, him, yes.
Sylvia, have you got a question for Dr. Weinberg about sex and football?
No.
It's going well, this bit.
OK, thank you very
I
much.
do. How do you have sex with a football?
Right, there you go. How do you have sex with a football?
I think with difficulty.
Oh, I bet he's an expert at it, though. Look at the state of him.
Anyway.
Thank you very much.
Anyway, what shall we
yeah.
talk about now?
Have you seen this? This is a footix. You've seen this? He's the mascot of the World
the
Cup.
French thing.
Yeah, and look, this one laughs. Look. This is a bit like you at the start of Anarchy in the UK, I think. It's a bit like that.
Careful now, you might get smacked.
Come on, then.
You don't mind
Come on, then.
a cigarette, do you?
I don't
Yes,
know.
a cigarette by all means.
We're dealing with healthy footballers
Is that
here.
your footix or...?
No, I'm on my footix. I'm going to get to the commercial break and see if we can get rid of John. No, great moments from the lives of England managers. Number 3, Alf Ramsey says something a bit mental.
Great moments from the lives of England managers. Great moments.
You see, and another thing, I buy the Daily Mail to read on the train. I'll tell you why I buy the Daily Mail. Because we have a Dachshund.
Hey, linesman, have a word!
Welcome to the second half. Johnny's gone off to join Bridget Nielsen. Where's Reg Grundy when you need him? See Reg Grundy or Bill Grundy?
I actually think Bridget was actually quite a nice person.
She is nice.
She is
nice,
lovely.
yeah.
We love Bridget Nielsen.
Is she a friend of yours, really?
Well, of course, she's a friend.
Yeah?
Yeah, I know her. She's very nice.
dear.
And also, I'm very jealous of the outfit. Yeah.
Yes. Oh, don't put yourself down.
Yeah.
So, we're wearing the ITV presenters' tops that we're supposed to be wearing. These are sent to all our... Yeah, they're smart, aren't they?
I wear this with pride. This could be our last chance to wear TV tops after the
I don't know how much of the TV coverage you've seen in this country, but BBC have been very casual this year. They've been very casually dressed. And ITV have stayed smart. In fact, the bloke who runs sport on ITV said our dress code is what you would regard as smart casual, which is a lovely phrase, I think. What I say to my presenters is, we are guests in viewers' homes, and I expect them to look smart. God, Johnny was a guest in viewers' homes. Can you believe that? That's a terrible thought.
But, yeah. You get burglars and stuff, I suppose. It's good, though, because ITV... You know, there's 2 main channels here. There's the other channel, which is paid for by the poor public out there. Don't know any better. Exploited and ripped off.
Well, I love
I'm joking. No, it's a very fine channel indeed, but this is a nice channel as well. And on here, there's a bloke called Barry Venison. He's one of them. And Barry Venison, all the rest wear a tie, but the other day, under his collar, he had a 3.5-pound rainbow trout. Really? Look at that.
So,
are you having a nice time, Sylvia? It's been a strange...
I'm
Isn't
kind
always
of
like
in
this?
shock. Yes, I'm slightly in shock. But may I say that I'm very pleased that this is not about football, I guess.
Yeah, well, it's supposed to be about football.
It is supposed to be about football.
Because I did my homework and I learned about players from Nigeria, Morocco, etc., etc. And I thought I was going to be asked some serious questions. And then here I get to meet Mr. Rotten.
Yeah.
And I was
It's your
kind of
fault.
worried here.
It's your fault, because you said he was a nice gentleman.
Well, in the VIP room, he was fine.
Yeah, I said it was early in the evening to come out with that one, but you wouldn't listen.
But if you supported Holland, you've always supported Holland, haven't you?
Well, I'm a great fan of Ajax.
Right.
But
I use it to clean my kitchen.
probably that's bad also. Yeah.
Yes.
Because one thing...
Yeah, no, don't laugh at Wim Jansen, okay. Yeah.
One thing we like about
He's
Dutch
not-
fans is that they're famous for dressing up all the time.
Oh, well, talking about... because I'm a painter now.
All right.
Yes.
You couldn't get his ceiling a quick one, so...
Complaining?
No?
No, I miss...
Well, we'll
no,
be after
look,
this
I'm not a house bitch.
We've got a Dutch fan. We've got a Dutch fan here dressed in a national characteristic. There you go. Now, for some reason, I don't know if you remember this, one time the Dutch fans held up some things which symbolised the German national characteristics.
So, you've been to a football match, have you not?
Yes, I was once in the stadium of Olympique Marseille.
Oh, yeah.
And that was nice because it was in a VIP room and you could have dinner at the same time. But I don't dare to go, for instance, to the... no, I don't dress. Of course I never dress, only for television.
Oh, right.
Now, so...
Stupid question, I take it. What a night it's been.
Yeah.
This is like, you know when there was a band on the Titanic when it sunk? And they carried on playing. This is like if there'd been a comic instead of a band. And he'd carried on doing a few gags like, you know, we've got any fishing tonight? We will have in a minute. That kind of material. Well, just to check. I'll tell you what I do think. I think if you're going to wear something, right...
Well, may I... oh, sorry.
You may.
I haven't had a drink.
No, for God's sake.
No, I think if you're going to wear something really stupid at a football match, whatever happens, you should stick with it.
Actually, we've been scouring the footage of the crowds for the most ridiculous bloke in the World Cup so far, and we think we found him. Can we ask you something about this bloke? Can we see him again, Sylvia? Sylvia, can we ask you, do you think this bloke just looks like that, or has dressed like that for the game?
First of all, I don't like racism.
No, I don't think that was racism.
Anyway, if you do take off the stupid thing you were wearing at the game, don't try to sneak it back on a bit later. And now it's time for World Cup Phoenix from the Flames!
It's great to have with us the second best player of all time.
Pelé era melhor do que eu? Por quê?
Well, obviously it's all open to debate.
I mean, as I understand it, Astor was better than Pele, and Bobby Hope was better than you.
Não seja ridículo. Ele só jogou 2 vezes pela Escócia e acabou vendendo sanduíche numa loja em West Bromwich que chamava Megabyte. De qualquer maneira, o Astor foi o melhor do que o Pelé.
So anyway, we're here to recreate your goals for Portugal against North Korea in 1966.
Obviamente, o melhor jogador dos coreanos não jogou por causa de problema no estômago.
Who?
Lee Kuit-poo. Percebes? Lee Kuit-poo.
Eusebio, this is a modern 1990s comedy show. We don't do silly oriental name gags.
Não me leva a mal. Eu tinha grande respeito por alguns jogadores coreanos. Eu gostei particularmente de jogar com Mai Long-nok.
Eusebio, you can't do those jokes anymore.
Olha, estamos recriando os anos 60. A única coisa que precisávamos era disto. Nessa época era possível fazer brincadeiras politicamente incorretas.
So anyway, Eusebio, do you think it was a problem for the Koreans being so small?
Não. Eu acho que eles tiraram vantagem. Olham, esta barreira está a 3 metros. São tão pequenos que parece que estão mais longe.
Look! Stop having a go at the Koreans. So, let's get back to the game. Now, Portugal are red-hot favourites, but Korea went 3-0 up after 22 minutes. Then you started weaving your magic.
Eusebio from 3-0 down. Eusebio scored all 3 to put them level. Eusebio. It's Cayenne going with him. And Eusebio brought down a penalty. Eusebio. could put Portugal in the lead. 4 goes to 3, all 4 to Eusebio. This penalty could put Portugal in the lead. This penalty could put Portugal in the lead.
Sorry.
This way, Bobby. Eusebio, Dave, Bobby Hope.
Sandwich.
Time for one more thing.
Yes, it's time for World Cup Albert Steptoe watch. And tonight I'm actually wearing my World Cup Albert Steptoe watch. There it is, look, isn't it? And listen to this. Listen. Oh, God. Thanks for
Thank you very much.
It's been great.
I can go now?
No, you can't go, don't you? No one gets out of here alive.
Okay.
All right, Jeff. Welcome to my nightmare, Jeff. And have you come as David Miller tonight?
I sure have.
Jeff Astle, ladies and gentlemen.
Blue is the colour, football